State Champs Sports Network is presented by Florence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. Warrior Hockey. Breakthrough. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For schedule, scores, and standings, go to the hub, MIHSHockeyHub.com. Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to ReactionTechSports.com for more information. Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located 15 minutes from Traverse City. Open year-round. Go to LakemoreResort.com to book your stay. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
And welcome back into Traverse City. It is the finale of our triple header, and I'm calling it the Hall of Fame matchup. Two Hall of Fame coaches. You've got Coach Givens for Traverse City Central, Coach Mitchell for Livonia Stevenson. Let's start with Livonia Stevenson. Another fantastic year for the Spartans so far.
You know, it starts with Owen Hall, Player of the Year candidate, and his line mates, Buchanan and Lang, combined 15 points last time we seen them against Trenton.
And the Trojans, Coach Givens, been doing it up here forever. You can never take the Trojans too lightly.
And Coach Givens really got these guys locking it down defensively. In 6 of their 8 wins, only 2 goals against, and they're going to need that defense against a high-powered offense tonight.
Two Hall of Famers getting together, and we'll have it for you next right here on Game Time Live.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Livonia, Sonnebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
welcome back in for the final of the triple header here today, Mike Iversell, where you have Traverse City Central, the Trojans, taking on the Spartans from Livonia Stevenson. He's Mike Iversell. I'm Sean Belegian. We've got the best crew in the business, the state champs crew, with us here tonight. Coach Hunter as well. Thank you so much for inviting us into your tablets, your phones, the computer, whatever the case may be. Mike, 2 good games already. We saw an overtime thriller where Marquette knocked off Forest Hill Central 6-5, and then we just saw Midland Dow come over here and knock off the Bay Reps by a score of 6-2. 2 long-time coaches, 2 teams that have seen each other many, many years in a row get together in this one.
This is one of those exciting matchups, Sean. You've got Livonia Stevenson coming in, offensively powerful, going. You got TCC, depending on their defense. When they win, Sean, they're only giving up 2 goals. So you know they have to have defense to win this game. But more than that, we have 2 of the most respected, long-tenured coaches in high school hockey going head-to-head. So you know the matchups are going to be aplenty. The game plan is set. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Really is. No doubt about that. And for the Livonia Stevenson Spartans, off to a fantastic start. They've been in just about everybody's top 5 all year long. And Traverse City Central heads into this one at 7-6 overall. And as Coach Gibbons told us, getting better as this season progresses, which is all it's about. Looking to make another run, as they've made a few runs in years gone by. Just a classic look with that jersey as well. Have a lot of hometown fans here rooting them on. Great to see Chris Gibbons. I have an opportunity to talk to him during the course of the year quite a bit via text, but don't get a chance to see him too much up close and personal, usually around state finals time at USA Hockey Arena, maybe at the Trenton Showcase. We have had pizza a few times over the Mitchell House, but
Yep.
Nice to see him today for sure. Before we get this one started, why don't we pay homage to our nation's national anthem?
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red the bursting in air, it proves through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fantastic rendition of the national anthem, and we are ready to get this one underway. There's John Kidd in the Kid Cam down there. There
Can't
he is,
see him. I
waving
can't
at
see
everybody.
him. Where is he? Like a floating head out there.
Great stuff. He's got those special shoes on.
Oh, you can hear him coming, that's
You
for
can
sure.
hear him coming a mile away.
What a crowd, though, Sean. As we look out across here, again, this is what these showcases are about, when you get these great teams together and you have the home team playing the matinee game and they bring their crowd in here. This is going to be a wild one.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. No doubt about that. You know, the cool thing about it as well, Mike, a lot of times for these games you see some of the coaches and a lot of the players stick around from previous games to take in some of this action as well. I see some of the Marquette players in the crowd. I saw some of the Dow guys were here. The coaches were up here as well. This is the finale of the night. Don't forget, all-day action tomorrow here, and we'll have 2 games for you. So looking forward to it. But right now, it's all about the Spartans and the Trojans. Trojans control this to get things started. The Spartans start out with that top line. Mike, a line that was outstanding when we saw them in Livonia against Trenton.
15 combined points, and we had Player of the Year nominee Owen Hall, but I think the shining star was Lang. I mean, they can all do it.
This puck going the length of the ice, and that is going to be called on the icing. I agree with you. I thought that number 18, Christian Lang, was arguably the best player out there on that game in mid-December. Owen Hall, of course, needs no introduction. That's a young man that's going to keep playing somewhere next year. No doubt about that.
He's got the skills to play junior. And then let's not forget Connor Buchanan, a defenseman turned forward. When times get desperate, sometimes they do put him back, but he's kind of the spoon that stirs that pot of this line.
Thrown out of the draw. Wazinski's going to take this. Controlled by the Spartans for a moment. And here come the Spartans. Nice job peeling his man against the boards. There's Matt McKinney. Quality young man. Hope I get a chance to say hello to him. Met him last year down at the Trenton Showcase. An exemplary young man, to be sure. Trojans try to get something going. McManus has to go back and chase it. He pumps it in deep. Weaver's there. Tries the other side, taken over by Spartans' Rand. Rand gets it out. Here comes Andrew Clark. He shoots it in as the Spartans change up. They get the top line back out there. Just underway, a minute and a half in, no score yet. There's Christian Lang. Jake Rand throwing it in deep. And the Spartans have to chase it again.
Well, right
Drew
now,
Allen with the start tonight comes out and plays it in the corner, Mike.
Right now, it looks like Traverse City's got those home legs really going, and Stevenson's trying to catch up to him right now here early in the first period.
Owen Hall finds his man, tried to go tic-tac-toe with a man in front as Buchanan was open. Opportunity in front, tipped. Did not go in. I think Buchanan thought he had one shot from the point. Spartans coming on. Big stop there by Knapp.
This was a typical Stevenson rush here, Sean, where we'll see the replay, but there's always guys cycling towards the net. You see that coming off the puck. 21 came off that blue line. Always cycling, and it's so well practiced. You know they practice it because they just know where that guy's going. Typical Coach Mitchell team.
Draw here in the Trojan zone. Won by the Spartans, shot off the draw, didn't miss by much. That from Wazinski. Spartans on it though. A lot of pressure back there. Spartans can make life miserable in your own end. Whistle comes. McKinney doing hard work back there. There's a good look at number 24, Jackson Scholler, Jr. for the Spartans. Spartans are going to make some changes here. Jackson's going to take this draw, though.
A lot of what Traverse City is probably going to try to do, Sean, is keep everything to the outside. As I said, they're going to play a defensive game. When they win, they don't give up a lot of goals. They'll be happy if everything comes from the outside.
An opportunity here with speed. Look at this speed, an extra step. Allen had to be careful. Good job forcing him to the outside. Now Spartans get an opportunity to break it out. Just onside at the line, into the corner. And the Trojans get a chance to go. Have to chase it as Rand. Rand to Tien. Rohrabacher up front, block. Good job getting his body in front and going the other way. That's Soper. Boy, it was great to see Jackson Soper get back on the ice after that scary injury. Mike?
Yeah, I mean, and let's give credit to everyone that was involved with that, with the team that came out and helped him and the team that helped him get back on the ice. But like you said, it's great to see a young man come back from an injury like that.
Wallace sends it around the ring. Spartans into neutral zone, taken over there by Trojans. Zrimic forced back in behind his own net to Peters. Back into the neutral zone. Spartans top line out there again. Home run pass miss, and the Spartans called on the icing.
You see a little bit of momentum gaining by Traverse City, Sean, and it started with a fourth line shift with Grayson Fell, Caden Roddenworth, and Carter Humphrey winning battles in their end, advancing the puck and getting scoring opportunities in the other end. That's what you want out of that fourth line.
Buchanan to take this draw against Weaver. Weaver wins it back to the line, kept in by Burley, but lost there. Here comes Spartans. That's the dangerous Christian Lang. Centering pass, nearly hit Buchanan. Good job getting back, though, by Trojans McManus. And McManus able to skate it out into the neutral zone. Another opportunity to punch it in deep. McManus does just that. Now here comes Hall. But taken over, score! Oh, Zrimic. It looked like a harmless play, Mike, after Hall threw it in the neutral zone and Zrimic just found the corner.
Yeah, that's going to be one that Hall's going to wish he had back. A backhand pass out of his zone that got intercepted in the neutral zone. But let's make no doubt about it. You cross that blue line, what do I want to do? I'm going to shoot this puck as hard as I can, and it gets through the defenseman, a little bit of a screen upstairs. But a little bit more of that momentum that I think, again, built off that fourth line shift. We've really seen it go TCC's way.
Well, TCC takes an early lead, and they've got their crowd making some noise right now as well. Unassisted goal from Zrimic. And that's going to go the length of the ice for the icing. Let's see how the Spartans respond, Mike. They haven't found themselves trailing too often this year.
No, they haven't. And again, it's not always a bad thing. As a coach, as the year goes along, you love to see your team in certain situations, right? During the season, hey, let's go on the road. Let's get on the bus. Let's fall behind a little bit. You can't get too mad at it. Let's see how we respond because we want to be ready when playoffs come.
Wallace throws it in deep. Big stop there. Spartans able to keep it in for the moment, but now it comes out. Wallace has to give chase in his own zone. Throws it up to Rohrabacher. Rohrabacher throwing it near wing to Clark. Clark loses it, but gets some support out there as well from Wyszynski. Wyszynski and Clark with 3 Trojans down there. Trojans working hard here. Troyer. The other side, home run pass misses, and that's going to be an icing.
Some patience out of Stevenson here. They're really sitting back a little bit. They're letting Traverse City come at them, and they're going to try to wait for that turnover and see if they can turn it.
Final score from up in Houghton. How about Brother Rice coming away with a 5-1 victory?
That's a nice one. And, Sean, as we sat down today, as we often do, and we start looking at regions and pathways to the USA Arena, Brother Rice was one we were talking about today, and they could be finding themselves on the path to USA Arena.
I've said it 1,000 times, including on our last hockey time. This is the time of year I've watched Kenny Chappett get his team right. Now the Spartans on it, trying to get something going as they trail 1-0. To the line, sent back in from the line. Spartans with a territorial advantage. Trojans with the lead advantage. Centering pass comes in. Right back out in front. Blocked by one of the Trojans in front, and here they come in transition. That's Humphrey leading the rush, taken over by the Spartans, though. I think the Spartans look to change as the Trojans head the other way. Good job keeping the puck in deep by Capaco. Buchanan now to the line, Lang. Shot just wide by Strobel. Kept in by Spartans. Nearly lost it. Finally did lose it. Look out. Potential break. And we've got a penalty coming up. Let's see. No, just a slash. Just a slash.
I'm going to have a feeling there might be a conversation about this one here. But this is what happens when you do simple things, Sean. You get the puck. You don't try to do much. You chip it past the defenseman, and you just skate. Sticks getting feet, you fall down, penalties get called. Now you're on the power play, right? Let's see what Traverse City has for us on this power play.
Here we go. Face off in the Spartan zone. Trojans on the power play with a 1-0 lead. Back behind the net, doing some work. Spartans grab the puck. Buchanan and is able to clear it. Coming out is Knapp. Knapp's going to leave it there. Burley. Excuse me. That's Hersberg. Backhanded promptly out of the zone by Owen Hall. Having to start up again is Remick. He's got the goal here, Mike. 1-0. High off the glass and all the way down the ice. 9:50 to go in this first period.
Nice job so far by the Stevenson PK right here. They're keeping everything outside. They're keeping it out of their zone and keeping Traverse City from setting anything up. Get it quickly, easily out of the zone. Nice and simple, Sean.
That play called at the line. Still 1:01 left, Mike, in this power play for the Trojans.
They're going to bring out their second unit here and see if they can get something going. They've got to enter the zone. They've got to set it up. Let's see what this unit can bring to the table.
Just under a minute remaining in this power play. Trojans on it. Back to the point. Play and catch now. Nice blast down low. Allen had to be very careful on that shot from McManus. Back to the point. Soper just throws it in, tip in front. Oh, didn't miss by much.
That right there, a little bit of puck movement. The guys got a little bit high on the PK and opened up a passing lane that I'm not quite sure how that stayed out on the tip in front, but nice job moving the puck by TCC.
Good work by the Spartans trying to get this out, and they are able to. Buchanan on it. Giving chase is Soper. Soper, nice move back behind his own net. Waning moments of this power play. Chance for perhaps one more rush. Still a chance for one more rush. And the Trojans are just going to throw it in deep as we're back at full strength. Start one way, then the other for the Spartans. Here comes Lang with speed. Christian Lang wearing the number 18 to Owen Hall. Hall needs to change. Is going straight into the net is Lang, and the draw is going to come and stay in the TCC zone. They're going to say he was guided into the goaltender.
Yeah, there was nothing malicious there, nothing there. A little guidance, runs into him, he ran out of zone, wasn't aware where he's at. Face-off will come down into the TCC zone. Let's see what Stevenson's going to do.
Taking this draw for the Spartans will be Rohrabacher. And for the Trojans, that's going to be Rodenroth. Puck lay there for a moment, picked up by Spartans. Wazinski. Back to the point. Now thrown in the corner. Jumping up is Wallace. He's getting support from Rohrabacher. Back behind the net. Home run pass doesn't connect. Taken over by Agar. Thrown in deep. Rohrabacher Back behind the net, trying to get something going. Trojans playing well in front of their own net, Mike.
Sean, they play well in their own zone. They keep pucks to the outside. Like I said, they don't give up a ton of goals.
Spartans have to touch up and get back on side. Here come Trojans. McKinney gives it up. Peters takes a spin. Now back in the zone. There's McKinney. He's going to carry it this time. Gets to center, just throws it in on Allen. Giving chase behind his own net is Cordell. And now 18 Lang on it. Lang has his pocket pick. Good defensive play there by Volkman.
They do a real good job of keeping things simple, Sean. Out of our zone, in your zone, nothing fancy, don't overdo it.
Now Trojans see if they can get something going. Peters gets it knocked off and sent back into the neutral zone in a swift-moving first period. Trojans on top 1-0. Buchanan trying to change that right now. Good job by Burley to keep him outside. Zrimic wearing the C, the goal scorer here. Back behind, chasing that is Agar, behind his own net. Throws it to the other side, Duran. To the line, but not out. Finally out by Spartans. Clark at center ice. Buchanan's going to send it in deep. Spartan's going to go for the change as Knapp comes in and leaves it for the moment. Trojans break it out. Good outlet pass to get things going, but a giveaway. Here comes Clark. 1-on-4 though. Clark gets a bump, knocked off the puck. Nothing wrong with that. Trojans playing good, smart hockey.
It's playing smart hockey, simple hockey, Sean. And I tell you what, as this game goes along, more and more people are trickling in when they see that scoreboard, and they're getting on the TCC side. And you can tell every time they do something, this crowd jumps up a little bit.
Rohrabacher, good work in the corner. Now he gets some help from Wazinski. Wazinski, 2-on-1. Rohrabacher comes in with a big hit. Rohrabacher comes out with the puck. Backhand attempt. He goes straight to the net, hard to the net. Good hard shift there by Riley Rohrabacher. Hey, Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Alta Equipment knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment partners with the biggest names in construction with industry-leading service and support. Give them a call, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. 5:19 to go in this first period. Trojans up 1-0. Shots on goal for what it's worth in favor of Trojans by a margin of 5-4. Doing a good job on this high-powered Stevenson offense. Trying to change that now is Scholler, though. Jackson Scholler comes in, boy, nearly got an opportunity. Shot, rebound, came right back out. Strobel didn't miss by much.
Some crazy bounces in this arena that have given a couple of scoring chances in the games we've done.
Here comes Spartans again. Tien. He had a battle going on there with McKinney. Strobel plays it to Wallace. Wallace out to Tien. Tien's just going to send it in deep, giving chase down there. Spartans on it, but McKinney, first one there, sends it back whence it came. Spartans pick it up, though. Shot in front. Oh, Knapp had to be careful. Some bodies rooting down there as well. Hey, Warrior Hockey is a proud partner of State Champs and the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Warrior Hockey, break through. 4:23 to go in this first period. Trojans on top 1-0.
We've watched a lot of hockey. We've called a lot of games. You kind of get this feeling that Stevenson's starting to churn. They're starting to get some plays. They're starting to get their legs under them. Something's about to come.
Off the draw. Nearly straight to the net there. The dangerous Buchanan just had it roll off his stick. Now and back. Chance to break out. Trojans do. Got a man on the far wing called on the offside.
This is the right call there. Just a little hesitation on the pass. The guy got ahead of the play, offsides. But CCC's got to get that going. They can't get too comfortable. They got to keep it going forward. Because like I said, the feeling right now is Stevenson's starting to go a little bit downhill.
Spartans win that draw. Wallace now up front to the dangerous Owen Hall. On the wing, boy, didn't miss by much, did Buchanan. Buchanan jumping up. Now Wallace out there. Wallace tries to center it for Hall. In the skates. Bodies bouncing everywhere. Picking it up, though, are Trojans. Coming the other way. That's Zrimic. Zrimic's been dangerous all night. Now Wallace takes this over. Buchanan comes the other way until that's taken away. Back in behind the Spartan net. An opportunity for Lang to skate. He hits Mason. Puck bounces off his stick, though. And McKinney takes over in his own zone. Spins one way, spins the other. Loses it to Mason for the moment. Now Mason comes back to the point. Strobel to Mason. Mason just going to pump it in deep. Couple Spartans down there doing battle. Capaco tries to center it in front. He's denied. Spartans definitely have the ice tilted right now, Mike, to your point.
You just feel it coming right now, that those legs are churning. They've got their feet underneath them. The bus legs are gone, and they're starting to take over.
Centering pass. Boy, it got through. Dangerous opportunity. Where's the puck? Knapp can't seem to find it. In back behind the net to the open point, and Trojans get an opportunity to come out with it. McManus. And a good job staying on side by Hersberg. Trojans just needed to tilt the ice a little bit because the Spartans with possession here.
Oh, and here
Boy,
we
there's
go.
a giveaway. Coming in, shot score! McManus. And just like that, the Trojans take a 2-0 lead.
And again, just another unassisted goal. A little turnover at your own blue line again. And they came in and just buried it right there. I mean, not much going on. You got a chance right here, simple. And end of the period, a little bit of snow. Coach Hunter, what do they say at the end of the period? Don't overhandle the puck. It's got to be simple, especially at your blue line, to get it out. Two minor mistakes that happen often in a game have ended up in the back of their net. Stevenson didn't see this coming, and probably one of the better periods TCC's played.
A deserved 2-0 lead for the Trojans. As Mike said, 2 unassisted goals. One by Zrimic and one by McManus. Spartans want to get one back before the end of this period. Still 2 minutes to go. That pass doesn't connect. Jake Rand in front of the Trojans bench. Leaves it there for a moment. Taken over by Trojans. Here they come again. Now the Spartans take over. Rand throws it in. Sent far side, Burley gives chase, sends it the other way. Now back to Burley. Burley, outlet pass, hits his man. That's Troyer. Troyer coming in, short side. Nobody home. Puck in the netting, and the whistle is called. Hey, Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located only 15 minutes away from Traverse City, and each of the 7 homes feature state-of-the-art hot tubs and on-site boat rental, making it the perfect location for large families, couples, or corporate groups. Open year-round. Go to lakemoreresort.com for more info. That's lakemoreresort.com. And you will be glad you did.
Yeah, if you guys are out there, if there's some dads watching this game and you golf in the Traverse City area, look up the Lakemore Resort. Trust me, you're going to want to stay there when you're on your golf trip to make it the ultimate golf trip. Sean, we got a power play coming. They've got it on the wrong side.
Spartans on the power play here. Nice move by Lang. Gets it in there. Puck lay in front for the moment. This could be a huge momentum swing if the Spartans can get one. Good work by the Trojans, though. My goodness gracious. Zrimic again. He's had a first period. Now the Spartans back to Lang. Far side to Lang. Lang with a shot. Deflected in front. It lay there. Knapp covers it up. And a big battle in front. How about Buchanan and Zrimic mixing it up down there?
Yeah, let's keep an eye on the Stevenson power play, Sean. We know what they like to do. They like to move that puck. We've been saying all day, open up those passing lanes, and they're going to come across the ice to somebody on the backside, get that goalie moving to get a shot on that. We see it a lot. They like to get it to Hall in these situations. Let's see if they can get it going. This could be just what the doctor ordered for Stevenson.
Hall and Peters, 19 on 19, won by Hall on that draw. Peters took it away, nearly got it out, but kept in. Strobel now, looking, waiting, back to Hall. Hall with a wrist shot, Knapp with a big stop there. Wallace steps in and gets it. Throws it to the point, nobody home. Spartans have to start over here. Strobel all the way back to chase it. Strobel, nice move. Another one in the neutral zone, but that one a little too far. Here comes Lang with 19 seconds left. Lang over to Wallace. Hall got involved there. Trojans with an opportunity to get it out. They can't. Waiting 8 seconds and the play is called.
A real good period by TCC, and one little mistake there where you could have got it out and they left it in their zone.
Hey, coming up at the first intermission, we'll head to the State Champs studio for hockey time as John Kidden, yours truly, break down the latest top 25 rankings, and we'll recap the opening period here on State Champs Game Time Live.
We got one face-off here. Stevenson, you know they've got to play if they can win it. And TCC does their job, Sean, and gets it out. And I'm going to have to say, do you think Coach Givens is happy with this period?
Heck of a period. Traverse City Central with a 2-0 lead. First intermission, don't you go anywhere. We have lots for you during the intermission and second period action coming up on State Champs Live.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Livonia, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Sean, your new top 25 rankings have just come out, and Detroit Catholic Central is number one once again.
Yeah, you know what? You have to put them on that pedestal. I think the last one that we did was very, very close. I had made the comment that I could understand if you wanted to say Heartland number one. I could understand that. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Heartland's going anywhere. They're going to be very dangerous.
They're number two.
Yeah, but right now, make no mistake about it, I think the undisputed number one in the state is Catholic Central.
And a big win over Orchard Lake St. Mary's over the weekend.
Yeah, and by all accounts, it was one of those games that, what else would you expect? The Eaglets played them very tough, but CC pulled away as the game went on. Came away with a convincing win, and John, the last couple weeks, that's a good thing about the holidays. While you and I don't have a chance to get together to do this, you and I are chatting. Yeah. I know you've been to a bunch of games. I've been to a bunch of games. It was great to go out and see St. Clair Shores and Chip Valley on Saturday night. There's so much good hockey being played, man.
And speaking of Chip Valley, we covered them against Stony Creek. So what do you like about Chip Valley?
You know what? I think you start Cam Steskowski's a good-looking player. We've talked about him. They stayed the course. Early on in that game, it looked like that might be a Smythe Division game. And what I mean by that is, the 9-7, 8-6 game and everything, but they battened down the hatches. I think conversely, there are a lot of really nice pieces out in St. Clair Shores. I think they have the goaltending that could make them very intriguing come playoff time. It's about getting in that right space with their goaltending, though, because, in particular, Will Young's a guy that was out in the summer at the MDHL. I think the play is there. So 2 teams to keep an eye on, certainly as we draw ever closer to the playoff.
We have talked about Brighton and Heartland a lot on this show. In Livingston County, there is the Howell Highlanders. They are now up to 3 after their win over Flint Powers.
And I'll tell you what, you could make the argument right now that they might be number 2. With all due respect to Heartland. I mean, Keith Robertson's done a fantastic job, and so much of it comes back to goaltending. Lansky's been outstanding, make no mistake about that, but you keep hearing the same thing from everybody that plays them is they play the right way, they come at you hard, et cetera, et cetera. So Howell really is a team to watch. And let's not forget, John, a lot of youngsters on that team as well. So that makes them very, very intriguing.
So is there a lot of sophomores that are going to be juniors?
Yeah, you could play that game. We could do that old bit again for sure. Yeah. But no, you know what? Hey, again, we've talked about it so much the last few years. There's a lot of good happening out in Livingston County, and certainly you never, ever can forget about Brighton, because we're getting very close to that time again, John, where we're going to sit back and say, well, it's Brighton. Nobody should be surprised when Kurt Kavisto has them popping a game or two that maybe a lot of people didn't see them popping.
And how about Houghton? They beat your number 2 team in the state in Heartland over the holiday break, and then they beat Brighton over the weekend and Novi.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And they're now up to 7.
I'm going to tell you right now, Mike is a guy that deserves some Coach of the Year consideration. He's done a fantastic job. Everybody talked about their losses. They've had so many losses really for a couple of years in a row. But I think what some people forgot to do is talk about some of the guys coming back and how they took the next step. I think Connor Arco is a guy. DeForge is a guy. More on him later. And the one thing that I think was the biggest question is who's going to fill the role of a darn good goaltender? And they're getting good goaltending right now. Look out, the Gremlins are back. I think people thought they were going to take a step back this year. Not so fast. The Gremlins are a team to be reckoned with again in D3.
We had 2 teams out on the west side that played over the weekend. It was Byron Center and Caledonia. We have heard a lot about Caledonia. We've covered Byron Center in our Game Time Live broadcast against Northville. It was a 4-4 game on Saturday.
And you know what? That is a perfect matchup because you have the established. Not that long ago, Byron Center was the cute team. Everybody going, oh, I've heard some good things about them. And obviously they fulfilled their destiny. In Caledonia, the Scots were the same way. Johnny, I'm sure you heard the same thing that I heard. I had multiple coaches from other schools hit me up and say, look out, this team's legitimate. How else was it going to end? A 4-4 tie. Byron Center's going to be all right. You know that's a team that's going to be a team to be reckoned with. But if you aren't in yet on the Caledonia Scots, you better wake up. There's some good things happening for them.
Last couple of years we have talked about Clarkston. They made it to the Final Four last year in Division I. They are now in your top 25 rankings at 15, and you also have Jeffers in the rankings and Midland Dow.
Let me start with Clarkston. You knew that they were going to get right. That's the one thing about the usual suspect mantra that we throw out there. They're going to find a way, and so much of it starts with coaching. I can't say enough about Coach Breyer. I've had multiple coaches, and I'm telling you, this rings for me. It should ring for everybody. When other coaches are telling you, look out for this team, look out for that team, that should tell you all you need to know, and Clarkston's backing it up. Johnny, Midland Dow, I'm glad that you brought up Midland Dow. That's a really good story. Take a look at what they've been able to do so far. I think they deserved it, John. And, another team up in the UP, man, and again, I'm going to repeat the same line. Multiple guys said, keep an eye on Jeffers. And Johnny,
they're 11-1 on the year. And to see Sean's full top 25 rankings, you can head to the website at statechampsnetwork.com.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Livonia, Bogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome back in. Second period about to commence here in beautiful Traverse City, along with Mike Ivesil And the best crew in the business, the State Champs crew. My name is Sean Belegian. The Trojans, full marks, Mike Ivesil, for this 2-0 lead over Livonia Stevenson Spartans.
You know, sometimes you just have to be ready to take advantage of what is handed to you. The Spartans have had 2 turnovers, and the Trojans have taken advantage of each one, Sean. Not an awful period, not a bad period, not a productive period for them, but you just got to clean up a couple of things. And what you're going to want to see is Stevenson going to be able to get some inside pressure on that offensive zone.
So let's see what the Spartans can do. A few moments remaining, Mike, in this power play. Pass in front, just missed. Waning seconds now on this power play. Spartans made a change in net. Lucas Rohrabacher is in. Wallace from the point. That's deflected. Puck lay in the corner. To the line. Kept in by Spartans. Buchanan to Hall. Hall with a backhander. Rebound, scores.
Strobel coming in on the backside, Sean.
Strobel on the backhand just as the power play was expiring. And that's what the Spartans needed, Mike, taking that early goal.
And sometimes it's what you have to do. You get the puck to Owen Hall. He's going, and it looks like you're going to do that backside pass, and he just takes it to the net, creates that rebound. Strobel comes off the point and just pounds it home.
2-1. Trojans on top. We'll wait for the official call. I think Owen Hall will get an assist there to be sure. Let's see if there are 2. But the Spartan faithful, and they travel, making some noise. Opportunity now for Trojans. Big hit in the corner. Spartans sent it the length of the ice, and that is called on an icing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's surprised that Stevenson came out of that locker room with a little bit of jump to get that first goal. As we've said many times in this broadcast, we got 2 of the biggest coaches in high school hockey, and Givens and Mitchell here. You know there was game planning going on, and you knew something was going to come out. Just happens Coach Mitchell's team came out a little bit ahead on that one. Now we have a 2-1 game.
A face-off back in the Spartan zone. Won by Trojan. Shot from the point, blocked. Look out. Opportunity for Spartans. Buchanan. Buchanan with speed. In. Scores. Connor Buchanan. And the Spartans in 1 minute and 12 seconds have tied this game.
Coming off a block shot, sometimes you just got to do it the right way. He blocked. Now watch this play by Hall. I don't go off sides, and I get in the way of the defenseman to give him just a little bit of space to go there. I've got to get to the start of this period, Sean. We saw Stevenson come out about 3 minutes early before the drop of the puck, and I was wondering if that was going to catch them up. It clearly hasn't, because they are jumping and flying, tying this game 2-2 just over a minute into the second period.
Shots on goal now in favor of the Spartans by a mark of 14-6 as well. They have come out firing at these Spartans. Now it's time for the Trojans to respond. Trying to get it out of their own zone. They get a chance there. Play is called. He's got a Trojan banged up behind his own net a little bit.
His face mask came off.
Okay. He looks no worse for the wear. I'm glad to see that. He's had a nice game as the captain of the Trojans, Drew Zrimick. Coach Mitchell late arriving to the bench as well. I saw him reading a note down near the Stevenson bench.
You know, sometimes
some game notes.
Sometimes it's those inspirational notes that you get from people you don't expect. You open it up, it's a little or a big word of wisdom, and it just inspires what you're going to do.
Well, maybe that inspired the Spartans on the ice as well.
I think it got them up.
It did. Kloosterman from behind his own net. And Trojans get a chance to come out. Throw it to the open wing. Just missed the man breaking in, Troyer. Let's see how the Trojans answer. Shot comes in. Whoa, Rohrabacher. It almost looked like he misjudged that and just kind of sailed right over his glove.
Yep.
Mike?
Looked like a center fielder when the sun gets in your eyes there. He just, nothing about it. He just missed it. But he knew where it was. He knew that was going to bounce out. He knew it.
Face-off stays in the Spartan zone. Big draw here. Graham Peters to take this for the Trojans. Won by Spartans. Lang over to Hall. Back to Lang. Lang looked like he was tripped up. No call there, Mike. I think the Spartan bench clamoring a little bit. Shot comes and scores.
Strobel with
Colin
the second.
Strobel. Put the puck at the net and things happen, Mike. And that's exactly what Strobel did from 58 feet.
And not only put the puck on net, Sean, but quickly, because sometimes what you have to do with these goalies, you got to catch them off guard. If they know you're shooting the puck when you're going to shoot the puck, 99% of the time they're going to save it. Strobel, in stride while moving his feet, shot that puck. And that is deception right there. And that was just buried in the top shelf.
Just like that, Mike, the Spartans are on top by a score of 3-2.
Just over 2 minutes into this period, they've gotten 3 goals. I would say that there was a lot of inspiration that just happened, and we've got a timeout.
And I think Coach Givens made the right move there, calling a timeout. Hey, the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association promotes and supports hockey players and coaches to reach their fullest potential on the ice, in the classroom, and as citizens. For scores, standings, and player stats, go to the hub, MIHS hockeyhub.com.
Coach Hunter giving us some notes here. He's like our extra set of eyes out here, and he's always giving us these little things that we might be missing. He just gave us a big thing that we were missing that's leading to a couple of goals. And you're right, Coach Hunter. I think some big stuff is coming.
Did you see Coach Mitchell just a second ago? The kid cam was right on him, and he gave him a look that screamed, "Get off my bench, kid. I am going to lose it." That was the – if we could get like a frozen picture of that, I will make that a poster.
Get a replay?
I will make that a life-size poster. Oh, was that funny?
Make it a what do they call those? Not
yeah, one of those big fat heads.
Heads.
Oh, was that beautiful?
$1 million.
Oh! Woo!
Do you know how fast I would have ran with that look?
All right. Here come the Spartans again. Boy, Wazinski just going to throw it in deep. Giving chase down there as well. Riley Rohrabacher. He's the first man to the puck. Centering pass. Nobody home. Chipped out by Traverse City for the moment, and then chipped right back in. Trying to get something going, these Trojans. They've been in their zone this entire period, but now they've got an opportunity. Coming the other way, Mike. Trying to get something going. That's Foldman. He's got it taken away. To the line. Big hit there on Foldman. Back behind his own net and skating away with it is Strobel. He's got the third goal for the Spartans. Strobel leaves it in neutral zone for Clark. Thrown back in. McKinney takes over. Long pass. Trojans going to go for the change. Lucas Rohrabacher out. Leaves it there. Now the Trojans on a forecheck. Opportunity in front. Backhand. Rohrabacher had to be sharp there, as it was a great opportunity in front for Grayson. Ran now. Over to Wallace. Wallace behind his own net, trying to slow things down for Spartans as the Trojans with a nice shift there, and the play is called on the icing.
So in the first period, Sean, we brought up a shift by the TCC fourth line. Grayson Fell, Caden Roddenworth, and Carter Humphrey that led about a minute and a half later to their first goal. They just had another shift just like that by their fourth line that led to that icing and an offensive zone faceoff. Let's see if it leads to another TCC goal.
Spartans win this. Play it around the rim, and here they come the other way. Play called with 12:56 to go here, Mike, in this second period. Take a look at this replay in just a second. Look at this look. Watch this look from Coach Mitchell.
It looked like he was going to fight him there.
Wow. That is tremendous.
Wow.
The young man is intense, says Coach Mitchell. Puck to the line, kept in by the Spartans. Shot from the point. Rebound comes out, high slot. Spartans couldn't convert there, but they keep the pressure on. In the zone, towards the net. Swept away by McKinney, into the corner. Spartans on it again, though, Mike. My goodness, Rand. Over into the corner, Agar. Centering pass, no one home. Trojans having trouble just getting it out. To the line again, finally. Out for the second. And now, finally out of harm's way. Spartans coming in waves, though. Shot there, good stop. I think Knapp need to get one short side there, Mike.
Yeah, but they needed that whistle. The fourth line that had that good start to their shift a minute and a half ago got trapped out there with the long change in their own zone, and they were having trouble just even getting the puck over the blue line. But again, you see what TCC's plan is. Keep everything to the outside, allow nobody on the inside. And when they do that, they're really keeping Stevenson's offense at bay.
Spartan top line out there. Draw one by Spartans. Back to the line. Wallace with a shot. Nice stop by Knapp there. Buchanan throws it around. Lang throws it near side. Hall there. Back to the point. Lost for the second. Here come Trojans with some speed. Big hit. Body on body there. As Spartans come up, Strobel, he loses it. Could be 2-0 the other way. Break in, score!
Another neutral zone kind of turnover transition, Sean. And they got caught up. You look, turnover right there. Sometimes it's just that simplest play that you have to make off that board that you can't turn it over. And everybody was forward at that time. They got caught with nobody back.
Luke Weaver with the goal. And how about Cole Hersberg doing a great job of staying on side at the line, Mike?
My groin is sore, Sean, with that stretch that he had right there. If he was our age, he'd be in the hospital right now. But that was a great stretch to stay on side.
Here comes Trojans again after tying it up. McManus throws it in deep. Spartans ring it around. Here come the Spartans now. That's 13 Clark, throwing it to the far side. Cordell, back to Clark. To the line, not out, kept in by Spartans. Big battle there, just inside the line. Willing it forward is Rohrabacher. Rohrabacher impeded with by Burley. Spartans still on it, on the backhand shot, didn't get there. Now in front. Puck bounces to the line, not out. Shot from the point, nearly deflected. Rand had the right idea. Boy, this has turned into an exciting second period so far, Mike.
Well, you got Stevenson on fire in the offensive zone, and TCC doing their best to keep them at bay is a lot to be excited about.
Cordell carries up now. Cordell moving in. Cordell leaves it for Tian. Back to the line, knocked off the line. Here comes McManus the other way. He's 1-on-2. He gets some support. Peters out there. Now the Spartans coming in transition. Spartans with speed. Scholler misses a check. Scholler to the net. Just a wide a Knapp. Into the corner now. Battling, far side, Zrimic into the neutral zone, taken over by Wallace. Strobel content to just throw it towards Knapp. Giving chase back there, Zrimic, and the play is called.
Sean, as exciting as this might be for us and keeping us engaged in this game, this is not the game that TCC wants to play, a wide open offensive game. They're a defensive-minded team. They've got to start to contain themselves and contain that puck a little bit more.
There's the draw. Won by Spartans. There's Lang. Over to Wallace. Strobel with the chance. Short side. Good stop by the goaltender Knapp. And the play is called with 9:45 to go. 9:46 to be precise in this second period of an exciting 3-3 game.
Very exciting. And number 35, Kyle Knapp, the goaltender for TCC, is getting a lot of work right now with 19 shots on net, Sean.
Puck comes out. Wallace on it. Thrown in front. Spartans still on it in the attacking zone. Back to the line, kept in by Strobel, but now an opportunity to come the other way, Foldman. Foldman to the wing. Rohrabacher had to be safe there. Lang with an opportunity to come the other way. Gets it to Buchanan. Buchanan chips it up to himself. Kept himself onside. Look at Buchanan. Scores! Oh, Buchanan. What a beauty there by Cutter Buchanan. And the Spartans retake the lead.
He's become a one-man wrecking crew in this second period, and he just walks through a couple of guys here, as it's just as simple as getting that puck up, and defenseman kind of wanted to step up, and the rule is if you have possession of that puck, your skates can go in. If we would review it, I say it's a good call. The ref was right there, and he was emphatic that that was a good play. Great job controlling that puck by Connor Buchanan.
4-3, Spartans back on top. Boy, what an entertaining game this has turned out to be. The nightcap here. Hey, we got 2 more games tomorrow, Mike Ivesil. And a lot left in this one as well. Trojans trying to tilt the ice their way now. Shot in front. Oh, Rohrabacher had to be saved. Nearly an opportunity out in front for Troyer. Oh, Rohrabacher had to be safe again down there. Now it's a Trojans' turn to come on. Shot from the point. That one's knocked down. Spartans looking for that home run pass taken away. Good play, Zrimic. Good read there by Zrimic. Here come the Spartans the other way. Puck lay there for a second for Scholler. But now Trojans come the other way. Beatty, nice move at the line. Hit from behind. Puck taken away.
Nice look.
Looking for a home run pass up front. Wyszynski stops, waits, centering pass. He had a couple Spartans out there, couldn't connect. Oh, is this open up? Good play, keeping it at the line. Shot comes. Rebound off the boards. Didn't take that bounce. Trojans come the other way. Humphrey loses it. Far wing, taken there by Wyszynski for the moment. Then taken back by Wallace. Thrown in towards Knapp. He calmly sends it into the corner for Klusterman. Now McKinney trying to play catch with Klusterman. That one's taken away. Rohrabacher. Clark over there as well. Clark with some hard work. Clark trying to muscle it to the net. Rohrabacher on it again. Shot from the point. Oh, Strobel didn't miss by much, Mike.
Now he's got that top corner snapshot down pat right now, and he's getting it off his stick quick, not giving the goalie a chance to get set.
Icing averted. Wallace back there by himself, being hounded by a couple different Trojans. Plays it safe off the boards and into the neutral zone. Trojans stay onside though with speed. Oh, glove save there by Lucas Rohrabacher. Hey, we got a video flashback. There she is, Owen Hall's girlfriend, Natalie, who is fantastic and fun. There she is. Nice to see you again.
There she's at the Trenton game.
We've had a chance to see her the last couple of years. She's a sweetie to talk to as well. And Owen's certainly a good guy. And his brother. Halsey on the bench. Here comes Lang, just off his stick. Zrimic takes over. Zrimic at his own end. Drop pass the other way for Hersberg. Connecting in the neutral zone, taken by the Spartans, Rand. Rand off the boards, and the Spartans get an opportunity coming the other way. Two of them. It's Lang and Hall. Lang with a shot, didn't miss by much. Rebound came right out in front. Lively boards that time sent the rebound in front. Christian Lang is a young man, Mike, I've watched improve immensely the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, again, under the tutelage of Coach Mitchell, these guys, they really come to play. They get a lot of coaching and practice. They play the game the right way. And if they want to, Sean, they're going to get a lot better.
Jake Rand now, near side, getting some help from Mason. But Trojans punching into the Spartan zone. In deep now. Giving chase back there. Off the boards to the line, but not out. Now finally an opportunity to get it out. McKinney promptly sends it back in, but they have to touch up. An opportunity to skate out, nearly a giveaway at the line. Backhand, there is a giveaway. 4-3 Spartans on top, nearing the 5-minute mark. Trojans, opportunity, high slot. Oh, Rohrabacher stayed low to the ground. Waited for the shooter to make the first move, Mike.
Yep, and Jake Rand selling out to block that shot in front of the net.
Now it's Lang with an opportunity to clear it, and he does, and that is going to be icing. Whistle blows with 4:45 to go. Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. Big draw here for the Trojans. Fun game here. One back to McKinney. McKinney, boy, that got deflected by something. Didn't miss by much. I'll tell you what, Coach Givens has done a heck of a job with this team, getting them ready for this one, Mike.
And you can see it in the fact that you wouldn't think that they'd be as successful as they are in a track meet with Stevenson, but they've really held their own enough to where they can slow it down towards the end of the period and see what they can get out of it.
There's Matt McKinney. He was caught in deep, but the Trojans do a good job of keeping the pressure in deep. Now they're going to kick it back. Strobel has to start behind his own net. Coming out, near side. Now looking far side. Throws it to a spot, nobody there because of a good job of getting back by Conaway.
You know, Sean, you can just see how well coached they are. They just don't throw pucks to empty spaces. Everything they do has a purpose, and it's just well coached.
Finally able to get it out. Our Trojans, Davison, now with speed, coming on the far wing. Testing Rohrabacher, glove side, missing a wide. Back in behind the net, waiting, still holding onto the puck. To the point, shot comes, blocked by Spartans. They could have two going the other way. Coming the other way, Tian with a shot, blocked by 12. 12 on 12 crime back there. Zrimic and Tian. Sent back in deep. Giving chase is Ben Burley. Far side to Troyer. Taken over by Spartans, though, and promptly knocked back in deep. Giving chase down there, Zrimic. Around the rim, and an opportunity to skate it out now is Beatty. Beatty showing some speed to the outside. Tested Rohrabacher short side. Kept in by Trojans.
This Trojan team is relentless, Sean. They just keep coming at you.
Centering pass, nobody home, and here comes the dangerous Owen Hall. Owen Hall throws it to the wing. Back up top, didn't miss by much. Hall with an opportunity. Puck lay there for a second. Trojans with an opportunity to skate it out. Here they come. Shot comes, looks like it fooled Rohrabacher a little bit. Weaver 2:10 remaining in this second period. All the way back to the point. D to D at the point. McKinney loses it. Spartans with some space. Coming near side. Wazinski shot. Rebound comes in front. One stop by Knapp and another. Oh, he's had to come up big, Mike. Make no mistake about that, my friend.
Absolutely. 21 saves on the night, and it seems like a lot of them are high-quality saves that he has had to make. And if there's one thing TCC is going to want to clean up for the third period, even though we still have 1:49 left here, is on that blue line. They've had a couple shots blocked and a couple of turnovers that have led right down into their zone.
There's Coach Givens. Big fan of Coach Givens. Just a classy guy. Had a chance to hang out with him a few times away from the rink as well. Big fan of the entire Givens family. I mean that. This puck rolls in, going to be called on the icing. Of course, Coach Givens' brother, a huge, huge Habs fan.
Huh. What do you think of that? They're all right.
They're okay.
They're okay. You know, speaking of that, if we're going to bring that, another big win by the Wings tonight over the Chicago Blackhawks.
Was that a final? I saw it.
5-3 final.
Good for them.
Before they head into the tough part of their schedule here towards the end of January.
Yeah, it really is. No doubt about that. And this is a big last minute and 20 seconds of this period.
I think Stevenson may have just got away with one. We could, as the game went along, maybe a couple of homer calls here for the Traverse City team. But that one right there, you got to be careful when you're holding up that forward without the puck.
Pretty good hockey player in his time as well.
And just an all-around good guy.
Sure
good
is.
Good coach, great on the bench. My son's had the opportunity to play with him a couple of times and really enjoyed his time with him.
Spartans with an opportunity to skate out. There's Hall. Looking for Lang. Lang puts on the brakes. Centers it in front. Here's an opportunity. High slot. Good job selling out and blocking that by Burley. You could hear the boys on the bench appreciating that for sure. Now an opportunity up tight. Boy, big stop by Knapp. I'll say it again, Mike. He's had to make a few big stops.
He has been under fire for this entire period, Sean.
Let's see what the Trojans can do here in the waning moments. Good rush here. That's Hersberg. Throws it back. Nice move at the point. Kept in. Hersberg still on it. Still on it. Takes a slash to the thigh. Big hit in the corner. Spartans doing everything they can to keep it outside.
Yep.
Lang gets it to the line, but not out. Now Wallace gets a chance to skate it out. Wallace up the middle for Rohrabacher. That, of course, being Riley Rohrabacher. 5 seconds remaining in this period. Let's see if they decide to shoot it in. Conaway tries to throw a backhand towards the net to no avail. And what an exciting second period this was, and third period it should be. 4-3, the Spartans on top after 2 periods of play. Coming up in the second intermission, we head back to the studio for our state champs, Warrior Hockey Player of the Year, and Wall Award. We'll also show you this week's Coach's Corner Spotlight, all that and more here on State Champs Game Time Live.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Livonia, Bogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The
right, it's time now for our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update. So, Sean, we talked to the committee over the holidays, and we're going to make some changes.
Yeah, this is how it works. Again, if you're new to this, we told you a few weeks ago that we would make changes periodically during the year, and over the holiday, we decided to make a couple of changes to our Player of the Year list.
And who are the two that are going in now?
Well, you could really pick a couple guys from Trenton, but I think the guy that stands out right now is Durbin. We saw him up close and personal when they played Stevenson. I thought he was outstanding. This is a guy that does a little bit of everything, one of the leaders of a really good Trojan team. And, the same thing could be said for Houghton. You could pick a couple of different players, but we decided to go with DeForge. And, it was interesting because I was talking to Micah, of course, the head coach up there, and he compared what he's doing to that of Patrice Bergeron. Now, I'll tell you what, if you watch this show, you understand hockey. Comparing somebody to Patrice Bergeron is a big, big compliment. This is a guy that can get it done at both ends of the ice, and that's what it's all about. John, on this list, you're talking about guys that play a 200-foot game, and certainly he applies to that. So, to me, no-brainers, no disrespect. Guys can earn their way back on. We've seen it before, but right now, those were the two changes we decided to go with.
And you can vote for Jace DeForge and Donovan Durbin on our website at statechampsnetwork.com. And that was our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update. Time now for our Coaches Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. And we're going to spotlight the head coach at the Capital City Capitals, Joe Ford.
Boy, what a great guy. He does so much behind the scenes. I mean, not only for Cap City, but I think the game in general, not even just at the high school level. Fantastic guy. And I'll tell you what, you got to like what he's doing up at Cap City. They're a really good story. We had them ranked not that long ago. Don't be surprised if they don't find their way back in the rankings, but they're getting good goaltending. Sean Story's having a good year, and then Chase Potter's really leading the way up front. But it starts with Joe. Joe's a guy that gets the game, lives the game, loves the game. Big fan of Joe Ford's work.
Yeah, and just talk about also his work with the Coaches Association.
Yeah, he does so much for the game of hockey. I know he's done it at many different levels, but, when you have a guy that is so, meshed in with the game of hockey, doing some things for high school hockey and looking at it from what's the best interest for everybody. Boy, those are the type of guys that you want in positions like that can lead, that can help take this product to levels that we haven't seen. As good as it is right now, and it is, there's a next level there. And with guys like Joe Ford, I like the direction it's heading.
Yes, and they also went to the UP this past weekend. They lost to Calumet, but they had a good win over Hancock.
Yeah, and I love seeing those pictures. They do a good job getting all those pictures out there. I saw it on their Twitter account. I saw it on Coach Ford's Twitter account as well. It's a special thing. We talked about it on our last show, and I'm so glad that a lot of the guys all around the state have that opportunity to experience what is a really special trip.
We're going to make a special shout out to Easton Reber from the Cap City. He did the worm in the post-game celebration.
I think I pulled 5 muscles and popped my hamstring just watching that. But that's the fun that we're talking about. Get that stuff out on social media and let everybody know what a magical place high school hockey is.
So good luck to Joe Ford and the rest of the Capital City Capitals the rest of the season. And that was our Coaches Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. It's time now for our Wall Wart update, brought to you by our friends at Warrior Hockey. Sean, We talked to the committee on the Wall Award over the holiday break, and we're also going to be making some changes to our top 10.
Yeah, much like we say with Player of the Year. And goalie was different this year, John, because I thought that there was a huge group of guys that could make a pitch, and a couple guys have stuck out. We mentioned one earlier. What did you say? 174 saves for Tice against CC. We can't look past that anymore. I mean, he is a big part of the reason why you're seeing Cranbrook near the top of the Division III ranks again. And boy, I'll tell you what, a lot of people talk about what's happening up front for Powers, and rightfully so, but they got a pretty darn good goaltender back there as well. And a lot of the guys that have seen Powers play, again, this is word of mouth from not only guys on our committee, but guys that have played these teams. Pretty hard to deny Clark up at Flint Powers as well. So again, you can make your way back on the list if your play dictates it. But
good example was Levi Pinella a couple years ago. He was taken off the list. He came back on, and he won the Wall Award. So anything can happen. So if you do get removed from the list and you get back on, your votes come back on. So not like you have to start back at zero.
Yeah, and John, to that point, you know what? We can't argue when guys are putting up the numbers, when they're playing as well as they are. And certainly that was a case. And right now you're talking about two guys that earn their way on this list.
You can vote for Blake Tice and Hunter Clark at our website at statechampsnetwork.com. And that was our Warrior Hockey Wall Award update.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Livonia, Bogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Out here, it's not just about the hustle. It's about breaking the game. Every single day. Zeroing in on what we want, putting a target on it, and hitting the bullseye. Over and over again, because second best, that's for somebody else's story. The fire that fuels us, the bond that unites us, we don't just play the game. We set it ablaze. We break through.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome in. What an entertaining, fun day of hockey this has been here in Traverse City. And we're not done yet. There's Coach Mitchell, the head coach at Livonia Stevenson. His Spartans have a 4-3 lead over Coach Gibbons and his Trojans. Mike, a fun game so far, a game that kind of turned on its head in that second period.
Yes, it did, Sean. Stevenson came out. They had a job to do. They opened the game back up, and they took advantage of what TCC gave them, where before TCC was taking advantage of the couple mistakes that Stevenson had made. There we go right away. I was going to say, I think TCC's got to survive the first couple minutes of this period, keep it 4-3, keep it tight, and then see what they can do as down the road.
Hall gets his shot blocked there, Mike. 19 on 19. That's Peters with the block. Back behind his own net. Trying to get things going for Trojans the other way. Spartans now, Christian Lang takes over. Lang up to Wallace. Wallace just throws it in. Spartans going to tag up, an opportunity for Trojans to come out the other way. Ben Burley, young man's having a good game on the puck again. Not that time though. Rohrabacher takes that away. Wazinski back to the point. Coming near side now. Cordell with the shot. Knapp with a stop. Knapp well out. And finally an opportunity to come out and go the other way with Hersberg. 13 for Spartans, Clark. He gets it back. Nice sliding defensive play by Matt McKinney there, Mike.
Yeah, but Clark's been involved all night, Sean. Keep an eye on him. I expect something maybe to happen here in the third period for him. He's been close.
15-20 to go in this one. 4-3 Spartans. That's going to go to the length of the ice and be called on the icing.
I want to keep an eye and see when Coach Gibbons takes the opportunity to get that fourth line on the ice today in the third period. When he's done it in this game, it has led to good things for his team. So I'm going to be looking for them to get on the ice in the third period and maybe lead to something for TCC.
Big face-off here. Davison taking this one for the Trojans in his own end. Davison's going to skate away with it or at least get it into the neutral zone, and that's where Troyer takes over. Troyer throws it to a spot. Shot comes in. Puck lay there for a moment. Oh, big stop by Rohrabacher. And Spartans with an opportunity to come the other way. 3 away. Good job coming back for Conaway. Conaway behind his own net to McKinney. McKinney has logged a heck of a lot of ice time tonight. This puck going to come all the way in. Rohrabacher going to send it there in the corner. I keep getting in the way of John Watson. I apologize for that. You know I get all kind of worked up during these games. There's a reason why guys like Mike and I get so excited about this great game of hockey in the great state of Michigan.
And at the high school level, Sean.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
I mean, just
You know
look
it.
across at this crowd right here. They're fired up. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the broadcast, but they're bringing the energy tonight for the home TCC team.
Rand. Back to Agar. Agar throws it up. Here comes Hall. Hall centering pass. What a stop by Knapp. Oh, remember that one. Buchanan thought he had one on a lovely feed from Hall. So they do it again. Here comes Hall. Ever dangerous. 2 men on him. That time they take it away from him. Poke back out into the neutral zone, and Hall says, I'll try again. Hall on the backhand this time. Hall waiting, looking, waiting, stopping, shooting, napping. Knapp brings that in.
Just a beast on the puck, Hall is. I mean, he got hit 3 or 4 times, and he's just not giving up possession. As we've watched this kid mature in his game, his body mature a little bit, he has become quite the power forward, Sean.
He really has. Rohrabacher about to take this draw against Weaver. There's Justin Mitchell, the son of the head coach Adam Mitchell. Spartans go straight to the net. But it's Trojans with an opportunity to skate it out. McManus. He loses it. Spartans come the other way. Strobel. Good rush by Strobel. Strobel, little drag, in, scores.
What a game so far for number 8, Strobel, Sean. This is a defenseman making this rush here, so make no mistake, this guy can play on the offensive side of it. Blows through a check here. I'm going to take the puck strong and just not give up as he loses it. Comes right back and has the wherewithal to just throw it in the corner for our 3rd hat trick of the night that we have seen. And we've seen some performances. Gibby Grinnell on the defensive end of the puck. Now Strobel with 3 goals. What a game by this young man.
Nice drag to himself to really set the table. And that's a big one. The Spartans with their first 2-goal lead of the night, Mike. 5-3 now. Here come the Spartans looking for more. Mason out in front. Big stop by Knapp that time off the shot.
Yeah.
In tight.
And Knapp's doing a great job. As we can tell, he's got 32 saves on the 37 shots. But what happened on that Strobel goal is something that we've been seeing. When Stevenson can get inside the TCC's defensive zone coverage, they're scoring goals.
Nice draw. Mason controlled by Trojans, however. That's Davison winning that draw. Trojans can't get it out, however. Davison tries again. Throws it up to Beatty. Spartans take over, however. Thrown in deep as they send a couple Spartans after it. Cordell jumps on it. Knapp says enough of this, and he freezes the puck. Some extracurricular stuff down there. Cooler heads prevail.
They're just seeing, what they think of the showcase and how they're doing. Just boys being boys.
Hey, take your game to the next level with Reaction Technologies, elevating athlete safety and performance. Follow them at Reaction Tech on all social media. (5-3), Spartans on top. 19-on-19. Hall wins that draw. Looking for the wraparound. Didn't get through. Strobel on it again. He's been dangerous all night. To Buchanan. To Hall. Back to Strobel. Couldn't take that pass in. Has to go back and get it himself. Coming with speed is Fogman. Strobel comes near side. Now back in behind the net, Strobel. Strobel sends it back on the near side, just kind of flipped up. Hall giving chase. Getting down there as well as Zrimic. He started the scoring tonight.
Big hit behind the net there.
Now it's Lang to Strobel, flipping it up to Hall. taken over by Buchanan. Buchanan to Lang. Lang working 1-on-2, can't split him. Here come Trojans the other way, Foldman. He's content to throw it in deep. Rohrabacher leaves it out there for Jake Rand. Coming back is Hall. He's been out there for a while. He backhands it to Lang, who throws it over to Buchanan, and he's ready to come off as well. Spartan get changes. Buchanan forces a turnover. Still on it, Buchanan. Still on it, Buchanan. Buchanan still on it, finally taken away by number 2, Cash Conaway. That's the all-name team. I like a guy named Cash.
Gotta like, we could have a tournament all-name team with the games we've called today. It's a nice little rush, but again, Clark caught him and kind of ran him into the boards there.
10:45 to go. Spartans up 5-3. Shots on goal, 38-15.
This is that fourth line out there, Sean. Let's see if it leads to something like it has earlier in the game for TCC.
Roden Roth starts it out in his own end. Rohrabacher going to come back. Spartans a little late to the party there, Agar. But they're able to come out with it. Coming the other way. Cordell throws it into the zone before it's thrown right back out. Spartans go for partial change. Coming on the ice is Tehan. Far side has a man open. Saucer pass in the neutral zone. Scholler drops it. Coming in. Shooting. Knapp. No problem there. Coming to the edge of his blue crease area to get the stop. Just under 10 remaining. 5-3. Spartans on top. Fun game, Mike.
It has become a back and forth. I'm up by 2 goals. You're up by 2 goals. We're tied for a little bit. TCC is giving Stevenson everything that they can right now. And I can't say a lot of people expected that maybe coming into this game, but they're really showing that, hey, we're here.
Strobel comes near side to Wallace, who sends it back Strobel's way. Strobel off the boards into the neutral zone. Stopped down there by Burley. Burley has his pocket picked. Spartans come the other way with 2 of them. Trip at the line, and the play is called at the line.
You know, Sean, this game's gotten so tight. There's so much back and forth. It kind of evenly matched right now. These 3 stars are going to be really tough to pull here. There's a lot of young men stepping up and playing their A game in this game right now.
Mike will have the 3 stars for you at the end of this broadcast. John Watson will have some steaks and sausages on the grill.
I mean, we earlier, talking about 3 stars, John Watson came up and was trying to give the 3 stars of state champs.
Did you notice how we paid no attention to him?
And no attention to him, because I'm telling you, everybody out there, if you haven't met John Watson, please come up to the booth, say hello, and get to know this guy, because tonight, Sean, this weekend he's been the number 1,
he's by far the
number
number
2,
1
and the
star.
number 3 star. He's got them all. None
It's
of
not
us
even
are standing
close.
anywhere near. The meal he cooked us last night, the handful flapjacks that were just a mouthful this morning for breakfast, were outstanding. This guy has been on fire. He got us here on time to watch football. And I know I'm on a rant right now, but this is our 3rd game. John Watson, this is for you.
Oh, my goodness. There's a play at the line to Buchanan. Over to Strobel. Strobel to Lang. Lang to Hall. Shot deflected. Comes to the line. Wallace with a shot. Rebound comes out. Wallace steps up again. Bodies flying everywhere. In tight to Lang, just rolls off his stick. Coming the other way with some speed now. Herzberg. Herzberg spins, nobody home. Buchanan skates it out. Leaves it for Lang. Lang with a move. Lang with a pass. Spartans were gassed. They need to go for a change. Puck comes all the way out in the neutral zone.
Wow.
And Wazinski just throws it towards the net. That was Rand after receiving a pass from Wazinski. Now here comes Trojans. Volkman drops it. Nobody home. Spartans pick it up behind their own net. Rand off the boards to Tian. Tian comes the other way. Boy, bodies flying everywhere. Two teams that play physical, play the right way. Two of the best coaches in the state, Mike. Make no mistake about that.
In the state, in the country, in the area, these guys are just legends of the game. They teach the game the right way, and their teams always play the right way. And they are playing a great game right now.
I think the Spartans are going to get a cross-check penalty here, so Trojans with an opportunity to get back in this game via the power play. Still a ton of time left in this game. 7:29 to go. And the Trojans have a power play after Riley Rohrabacher, the senior, takes a cross-check penalty.
It's always one of those games, Sean, where as that pesky team keeps it close, as time's winding down in the third period, and there's goalies making saves, the shot disparity is huge, 42-15. Get a power play, they get one here, and then all of a sudden this game tightens up a whole bunch.
Trojans win the draw back, shot from the point high, takes a weird bounce, and the puck knocked off its moorings. So 7:22 to go in this one. $1:53 in this power play opportunity. We'll drop it again, this time on the other side. Taking this drop for Trojans is Weaver. And let's see, Hall going to take this draw again for the Spartans, wearing the captain. He wins it forward, but controlled by Trojans. Just misplayed at the line and hops out into the neutral zone. But Weaver throws it back in. Doing work now. Weaver comes in to help in the corner. Buchanan able to come out of there with the puck and able to send it the length of the ice.
I really like the play in there. Stevenson's really aggressive on this penalty kill, and they're giving them no chance to set up their power play.
Still 1:15 remaining in this power play. Trojans carry it in. Back in behind the net. Strobel sends it to the line. D to D, kept in at the line. Nice play. Trying to set it up, but that picked off for a second. Now an opportunity to skate it out. Scholler does just that. Just flips it down the ice. Knapp leaves it, and the Trojans come far side to near side. Good pass near side. Springing McManus. McManus back in behind his own net with help from Burley. Now out to the point. 35 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity. Folkman, centering pass, no one home. Spartans clear it and go for a change. Perhaps time for one more rush for the Trojans. It's not going to happen here as Rand bangs it off a Trojan, and the Spartans get it back into the neutral zone. That one outside the zone. Trojans have to touch up. One more chance. Folkman near the line. Kept in by Burley, and now all the way out as the Spartans are at full strength with 5:20 to go in this one.
A great play there by Buchanan as he was falling down, almost one hand on his stick to make sure he got that out of the zone.
Boy, what a play by Lang. On the backhand, once, twice. Good stops by Knapp. Shots on goal, Mike, 43-16. Give Knapp credit. He's got 38 stops.
That's probably closer to 50. I mean, again, credit to the guys keeping stats here, but sometimes these shots come so fast we don't catch them all. But I've got to say, Sean, we've done 3 games today. There's been a great pace to every game that we've done.
Sure.
This game, though, in particular, that pace has continued. We got 5 minutes left to go in this third period, and this pace is still going. These guys are all still at 100%.
Yeah, be interesting to see how much both of these teams have left tomorrow.
Yes.
No doubt about that. Spartans win the draw. Content to just throw it in to Rohrabacher. But coming out the other way, here come Trojans with some speed. Zrimic. He's got the first goal tonight. Back along the far boards, but kept in by Troyer. Boy, giveaway behind the net. Nearly turned into this disaster as Beatty just threw it out in front. Big battle in the corner, though, with 4.5 to go. Still working down there. Davison back in behind the net. Good job by the Trojans, keeping pressure down there. Beatty, shot comes in. Rohrabacher calmly kicks that aside. Off the sideboards and out into the neutral zone. Forced back is Remick. Back in behind his own net. Spartans grab it in the neutral zone. Wait. Good patience there by Agar. And now the Spartans are going to get a full change. Giveaway in the neutral zone. Here they come. Shot comes in. Knapp kicks that aside. Spartans showing a little bit of jump with this line right now. Work it into the corner. Big hit there. Absorbing that hit is Remick. Pass comes out in front. Oh, dangerous opportunity. Another opportunity. Another one. Oh, my goodness. Spartans really rooting down low.
I think that came by. I think Zremnik was on about a 15-minute shift there. He was out there trying to do everything, selling out for his team. Just another great defensive effort that we've seen tonight out of some defensemen.
Boy, that shot by Peters didn't miss much. Shooting high on the senior, Lucas Rohrabacher. Centering pass doesn't connect, but McManus behind the net. Throws it into the corner. Weaver there. Back in behind, in tight. Can't get a shot away, Peters. Back behind the net, Troyer. Comes out into the neutral zone. Klusterman, far side to McKinney. McKinney just shoots it in with 2:40 remaining. Spartans 5, Trojans 3. Wallace jumps in now, trying to get it out for Spartans as a couple of Trojans are down there. Trying to get that draw, not going to happen. Strobel coming near side. Spartans able to get it out. Trojans promptly shoot it back in, touch up. Strobel says, okay, I'll send it back out to Lang, and Lang just backhands it into Trojan zone.
Very comfortable just getting it out of their zone, playing it safe, making sure we're not making any mistakes or turnovers in our own zone.
Let's see if Coach Givens decides to pull Knapp anytime soon. That puck bounces in. McKinney gets it off the bounce, throws it out in front. Let's see if he comes out now. Hasn't moved yet, but the Spartans had possession anyway. Lang just throws it in deep to Buchanan. Buchanan kind of pushed in the corner by Davison. Back to the point. Knapp, another stop. Rebound, Lang, and another stop. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to MHSAA.com for more info. 45 stops for Knapp now.
I still think it's a little bit like this kid has been everywhere and everything that TCC needed to stay in this game.
Spartans still on it. Let's see if he starts to angle out. I could see him look to the bench just a second ago, Mike, in a 5-3 game.
Got to get possession, got to get it in their zone before the coach is going to feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, into the neutral zone. Spartans pop it right back into the neutral zone. Burley tries to get it back in. Trojans have to touch up.
Oh.
And let's see if they can do it again. No. Here comes Hall. Plays it to himself. Another stop by Knapp. Why not? Boy, Owen Hall is another guy, Mike. He has just had a solid night.
His line again, doing it a little bit differently. They got 2 goals out of Connor Buchanan on some turnovers, but they've done it on both ends of the ice this time, on penalty kills, possessing the puck, getting it out, playing the physical game, keeping it down in the offensive zone, possessing the puck. Maybe it hasn't worked out to the 15 points they had the other night, but they've done a great job tonight.
Well, let's see if the Trojans can get the goaltender out now. Here they come. You could see him inching, but now has to crawl back in. On the backhand, boy, dangerous shot there, huh, by Scholler. He's had some moments tonight. Spartans not allowing the Trojans to get that goaltender out. Here's another opportunity in front, blocked by McKinney. Solid, honest defender for Trojans. Back in behind the net. Zrimic. Up top. Into neutral zone. Spartans take over. And I don't think they're going to get an opportunity to pull that. Spartans kept that pressure on. And after falling behind 0-2, the Spartans are going to come away with a 5-3 victory here in Traverse City.
I mean, Sean, it's safe to say that both coaches are going to be happy at the end of this game. I think Coach Given saw his team play with grit, play a game that they needed to play to beat this Stevenson team. It didn't go their way. Coach Mitchell sees what his team did with a little bit of adversity on the road, coming back. His top players maybe not scoring goals and getting points, but playing it the right way and helping their team get to the win. But honestly, I mean, the way Nat played in net, you got to feel comfortable going forward that you might have a chance in any game, right?
Well, there you have it. The handshake, you got to love that. The kid cam on the captain, Owen Hall. As you love the sportsmanship, is one of the best things in all of sports right there is the handshake. How about our 3 stars, Mike? Who do you got?
All right, we're going to start with number 3. I think the best forward in blue, number 11, Connor Buchanan, who had 2 goals and also did it while short-handed, killing off some penalties. The number 2 star, Sean, you can't deny, I'm going to call him Kyle. Is that Keel? Knapp, the goaltender with, I think, easily 60 saves in this game. And then the number 1 star, adding to some of the defensive play that we've seen by defensemen today, is Colin Strobel with another defenseman with a hat trick tonight. He did it on the offensive side, and he also did it on the defensive side of the puck.
Good stuff. What a fun game tonight. 2 legends embracing there on the ice. How about the kid cam getting a good picture of that? You love to see that. Not only are they competitors, but I can tell you they are also friends as well. Fun night here in Traverse City. 3 games tonight. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that beautiful, huh? Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kind words from Coach Mitchell. And we'll be back here tomorrow, as a fact, Mike Iverson. We got 2 more games tomorrow.
Can I say, I love those shoes. Where did Coach Mitchell get those shoes? Do you see those? That is style. Would kids nowadays say that is lit? I don't know, but wow, look at those shoes. Have you ever seen Coach Mitchell that stylish?
They are beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
All right.
Back to your original thing. Yes, 3 great games, and we have 2 more tomorrow.
We do.
And if they're anything like today, I don't know if we'll make it through it with all the excitement.
No, and you know what? I know I'm ready for a little something when we get out of here as well. Listen, your final score tonight, the Livonia Stevenson Spartans knock off the Traverse City Trojans by a score of 5-3. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian saying good night from Traverse City.
State Champs Sports Network is presented by Florence Technological University. You can play sports at the next level. Go to LTURecruitYourself.com today. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. Warrior Hockey. Breakthrough. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For schedule, scores, and standings, go to the hub, MIHSHockeyHub.com. Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to ReactionTechSports.com for more information. Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located 15 minutes from Traverse City. Open year-round. Go to LakemoreResort.com to book your stay. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.